right, now let's go into how to drill this progressively. So the first thing I want everybody to always look at when we're playing guard position for defense, that the drill should evolve out of how everything is naturally occurring in real time. So if we have the principles of the 5-point passing process that we go through, which is always control the legs, then advance to the hips, then to upper body control, locking in the upper body, then landing our hips, finishing the pass, which would be the next stage, side control, mount, so on and so forth, okay? In some cases, taking the back. So that process, legs, hips, upper body, finish pass, is always a series that has to be done in that order, or you're going to lose some control point. So when we start to talk about drilling beyond just the rote repetition of doing a move, making sure we understand it, making sure it's mechanically correct, we're going to go through this process. So the first thing I'd like to do for this particular position, under the legs pass, is start to work in here as early as possible. Okay, so we know that the first thing is getting your legs heavy, okay, engaging your core, keeping your legs dead weight, and trying to sit up. So we're going to do that with a pocket drill out of this position. So Matt's going to try and get, so if I dig under, you're going to try and get your legs heavy, right, and try and sit up. Okay, good. Scoot your hips back, exactly. If you need to, you can put your palms, that's it. Do that. So that's going to be Matt's first line of defense if he can get in there early enough. But even if he can't sit up right away, I at least want him to engage, activate his pelvis, his hips, and make his legs that dead weight so it slows me down, and then he can feel what will be the next stage. So to do this and start to make it reactive, we're going to do a pocket drill. So I'm going to be in this position. I'm giving some passing pressure, but I'm not literally trying to pass. All I'm doing in here is he's playing his guard as I'm staying in this zone outside of his legs, and I keep looking for an under the leg pass, single, double, what have you, but I keep trying to come under his legs. As soon as he kills it, we reset. If he's late, I let him know, like, okay, I can pass here, I can advance my position. Okay, so this is where he'll get really attuned to, number one, where he's providing me the opportunity to get in there for double unders so he can start to fix that and have the awareness of it. Number two, how to immediately respond to that stimulus. So here, start moving. So there'll be times when he's a little bit late, there'll be times when he's a little early, but every time he's late, then we break it down and say, like, how was, maybe the leg was a little bit too high, give me a nice wide opening in there, or what was my entry point, what was I doing well as the opponent to feed that position. So I just showed a few reps there, but we'd be doing that for, at least 2 or 3 minute rounds, switching back and forth a few times, really starting to get familiar with how people are getting there in the first place. Okay, now let's look, next stage, as Matt's starting to get a little bit tighter, he's starting to get leg to hip control. Now here's where I'm immediately going to maintain space, okay? Engage my hips, legs heavy, dead weight, frame, and then sit up. So a little micro transition now, putting the zoom lens in and getting really tight in here. So from here, Matt's just going for, try and lock it in, good. Come on. Next, go. Okay. Good. Okay. All right, now, Matt, you can't see it right here, but his right arm is tight on my hip. Okay, he's got my belt or the side of my pants. He's nice and tight. He's already got upper body control. Now I'm starting to get him really late. I've lost the ability to frame him out because he's moved from hips to upper body. So now I'll be starting to work my position just from this. So as soon as I get the tap, now we're live, I'm gonna go right into the long frame, the mind framing, and work to fight from here. Okay, so go. Good. So that would be basically the drill we're doing here, over and over again, set, working on both sides, because again, you can't determine all the time which side your partner is going to be able to pass under, so you got to be ambidextrous. with this skill set. Start to look at putting it together in a technical flow. So we'll do some positional sparring, but again with the objective of he's kind of hunting for the opportunity to hit this particular pass. Then if we go to just pure positional sparring, you do whatever you want. At that point, as soon as he comes into an under leg pass, I should be pretty cued into my response. It's been trained at that point. But right now we're not going to start off 100%. It's always going to be kind of mellow, but realistic, a little bit slow, a little bit loose. And then we gradually make it more intense, a little bit tighter, a little bit faster, and gets to be more of a fight towards the end. So right now I'm just going to show it with the flow. So we're starting to move around in here, can't play. I can do this early enough. I come up, that's it. Move offline, go back in, resetting. Good. Okay, this time let's see that a little deeper. Good, I got a little bit into my defense. Okay, then you just start playing in there, putting it all together.